Hey, what's up, guys? This is Big D from the Ring Crew, and we are here for episode 20. Our episode 20 is a huge special edition episode. This is Ring Crew on the road. As always, we got Rated R Salazar in the back seat.
Taking a backseat to no one, baby.
Except for he's in the back seat.
I chose to do this.
We got Davey Dangerously behind the wheel. Keep your eyes on the road, big man.
I got my eyes on the road.
And we
with
are
my wrestler sunglasses.
With his wrestler sunglasses. We are on the way to Los Angeles, California to Boyle Heights.
No. Not to Los Angeles. Boyle Heights,
We're
baby.
on our way to Boyle Heights. We're on our way to Lucha Underground taping.
Oh, yeah.
So pumped for this.
This guy's a Lucha Underground virgin.
Yeah,
right
these
popping his cherry.
These boys have been, like they said, to Lucha Underground before. This is my first time. Super excited. It's going to be a great show. They're filming for season 3 already, so they're way ahead of what's on TV. So we actually don't even know what's going to go down tonight. We're super excited. The couple things I'm really excited for. Excited to see our boy Brian Cage. Hopefully he tears it up. He always does there at Lucha Underground.
Oh yeah.
Super excited to see one of my favorites, Sami Callihan, now wrestling for Lucha Underground. I don't know what his character is, or if he goes by Sami Callihan or what, but that's gonna be insane to see him there. And I'm just excited to see the temple, man. These guys tell me all about it.
Yeah.
We've been telling this guy, and if you've been there, you know it is something special. It's in a shitty part of town. It's in a random warehouse, but that set, that temple,
There's nothing like it.
There's nothing like it.
There's nothing like it.
It's awesome.
We've been, quite a few places with the wrestling world, and we've gone and seen a lot of things. These boys have been to WrestleMania. I would probably compare it to how the Philly fans feel about the old ECW arena.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We're West Coast boys. We're Fresno. We're Cali. To go to the temple, to us, maybe that would probably be our equivalent of the ECW arena, maybe.
Take this guy to a PWG show too, though.
Woo! Christina.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that.
But yeah, looking forward to that. You guys looking forward to anything in particular? Anybody want to see tonight?
Man.
I mean, we've seen Jeff Cobb, who wrestles, as Jeff Cobb. I've never seen him in his Lucha Underground character as Matanza. We read online that he did get injured yesterday. We hope he's no spoilers, but hey, I didn't report it. But he doesn't have to wrestle to be just for him to be there,
just to feel
be on the card, to feel his presence. He's a monster. He doesn't have to do shit. I'm looking forward to seeing him. I'm looking forward to seeing Sami Callihan. I'm looking forward to seeing Cage, of course. That's our guy. Prince Puma, Ricochet. Man, so I'm looking. Last time we went, I can't say anything because we're legally obligated, but there was some surprises, and I know
you guys, this episode should be airing pretty soon.
Pretty soon,
it'll be on TV.
Next couple of weeks.
Remember to look for that on El Rey Network. If you don't have the El Rey Network, they're starting to sell the episodes now on the iTunes Network.
That's right.
Go to iTunes and buy episodes for, I think it was $1.99 for HD.
So we'll remind you guys whenever these guys' episode is coming up. We'll be looking for them in the audience.
We're right by the stairs.
Yeah, so
can't miss me.
Super excited. We're excited for Lucha, but as fast as this wrestling world goes, so much has happened since our last episode. Of course, we lost Chyna.
Sad.
Yeah, rest in peace, Joni Lauer.
There's only 7 wonders of the world now.
There's only 7.
The 8th one of the world's gone, and now the 9th one of the world's gone. So we're back to 7.
So, hopefully, her family and friends find some comfort, but unfortunately she passed. So rest in peace, and we were always big fans. Yeah,
always.
I was a huge fan of her.
From her debut, man, shaking the shit out of Marlena.
Yeah, that was
force.
Cool.
That was a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, that was.
And she transcended women's wrestling, just wrestling in general. The only woman to be in the Royal Rumble, in the King of the Ring, to win the Intercontinental Championship. Forget about it.
I think without her, there'd probably be no Sexy Star. There'd probably be no Ivelisse mixing it up with the guys.
Yeah.
Lucha Underground, because of her, maybe she influenced that, because these girls and these guys mix it up in the ring.
Yeah, they have intergender wrestling. And it's it's not a gimmick. It's just
not, exactly.
Yeah,
I think that because of Chyna, she showed them that this could be done.
Yeah, exactly.
She can do this. She can hang with the boys.
Yeah, good point.
Thank you.
Good Good job, Rated R.
Man, this guy,
Hey.
he's taking notes back there.
Whoa.
Should have seen him the first half of this trip. This brother was asleep.
No, but another huge thing that happened. We finally got Gunn and Gallows. We got
Woo!
Machine Gun Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows.
Finally.
Back to Luke Gallows.
Yes.
Debuting in the WWE. It was pretty crazy, pretty awesome to see them and on the big stage of Monday Night Raw.
You know, I was
coming out.
expecting it, but when they came out, I marked out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, for
I marked
sure.
out, you know?
Yeah. So it's cool to see them, the storyline kind of developing, attacking the Usos, attacking Reigns, and now seeing if maybe they're going to be with AJ. Is it going to be, you know...
They're teasing something
they're
for
teasing.
Payback.
So Payback's coming up. It's going to be big. They make their debut this Monday night
Yes.
on Raw. They're actually in-ring debut against the Usos too, I think,
Ooh,
right?
yeah, it's against the Usos.
So
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, that's going to be really cool to see them in the WWE ring. Well, Luke again in the WWE ring. And to see where it goes at Payback. You know, I'm assuming there's going to be some surprises.
Oh, yeah.
Some big stuff. Another thing that might be added to that fold would be the possible debut of Finn Balor, because Finn Balor did lose. Another huge news story: Finn Balor lost his NXT championship to Samoa Joe at a house show
in Lowell, Massachusetts.
So
And you know what I just read this morning is Lowell, Massachusetts, where Samoa Joe just won his NXT title. That's the first place he won in the TNA world title. So
Full
he won the
circle.
TNA world
This
title.
guy's taking his notes.
That's the facts.
And he won the
That's
NXT
facts.
title
They used to call
in
me the
Lowell,
Facts.
Massachusetts.
I think his new name is the Facts.
Wow, Rated R Fact Salazar.
Yeah, no, but so yeah, Samoa Joe ended his reign. I think it was like 292 days, something like that.
It was, it was
He passed Neville for the longest reigning NXT champion by like 5 days or something like that.
Yeah.
So congrats to Samoa Joe. But now that leaves possibly Finn Balor to go up to the main roster and join this Bullet Club.
Bulletproof Power Club.
Something like that, whatever. Any kind of club, but it'll be exciting to see.
Yes.
And Payback is shaping up to be a really good pay-per-view.
Man, I think it's a better card than WrestleMania.
Yeah,
I think so.
I think AJ Styles, of course, he pulls the best matches out of anybody, you know.
Oh, yeah.
So I think he's going to pull a good match out of Roman Reigns.
I'm looking forward to that match.
Yeah, and
I'm really looking
and then
forward
with this
to that.
build up too, you know, we're looking forward to surprises.
You know what I'm kind of looking forward to also is this Charlotte Flair and Natty match, because I just heard what Natty's gonna have Bret Hart in her corner.
Yes,
Yeah,
Bret Hart
Natalia.
just
That's gonna
announced.
be pretty cool.
That's going to be very cool to see Bret and Ric Flair ringside, and that kind of brings it full circle for them too, because they had their match at NXT. Was it Arrival? No. Yeah.
It was, the very first NXT takeover, Arrival.
Anyway, I don't know.
It's on the network.
Yeah, look it up on the network. But anyway, Charlotte and Natty had their match there with Bret and Ric Flair on their corners, and now it's going to happen again on the main stage. So that'll be a good match. They announced Ambrose and Jericho, which is going to be a good match.
Barn burner.
Yeah, there's going to be the conclusion, the finals of the tag team tournament with Enzo and Cass, who are
My guys.
who are
Oh my
on
God.
fire
How you
right
doing?
now. Yeah, man, those guys are on fire, tearing it up on the main roster. They're going to be taking on the Vaudevillains, who are also doing pretty good.
Yes.
A debut was a little bit lackluster, but this
on
week,
SmackDown. Come on,
but
man.
this week on SmackDown, they got a little bit of mic time,
Yes.
and they had a good little exchange with Enzo and Cass. So it was good to see them get some mic time, develop their character a little bit, and I think it's going to be a good match for the finals.
I love Enzo and Cass, but I think the Vaudevillains are going to pull off the victory.
You think so?
Only because the Dudley Boys, that whole thing with them kind of went nowhere, but it's still there, so I think the Dudleys are going to interfere.
True, yeah.
It's either going to be a schmoz or the Vaudevillains are going to pick up the victory.
With the New Day being faces now,
Yeah, the Vaudevillains
heels.
are the heels.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that right there, the New Day versus Enzo and Cass, that's going to be great. I want to see that down the line because those guys on the mic are gold. Can you imagine that exchange for a match?
That'll be good.
But I think the Vaudevillains are going to pull off the victory just because.
Good point. Good prediction.
Just because that kind of thing went nowhere.
Yeah. So I think is that all that's been announced so far? I don't know if there's been. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens.
That's right.
They're finally going to get their one-on-one.
Man, how can we forget that?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, they're going to get their one-on-one match. So that'll be the beginning of their
Yes.
feud in WWE on the main stage. So that'll be awesome as always. Those guys never fail to, you know.
I think there's
Say
an
that.
Intercontinental
Delivery.
Championship match too.
I don't.
We're Lucha'd out right now.
Yeah, we're all pumped for Lucha, so I'm not even thinking about that.
So we'll report that later. We're just on the,
so
we're
much,
pumped.
so much going on. Especially locally too. We also had we went to the Best of the West.
Oh, man.
Their second taping, their second show.
Reckless?
Called Reckless. It was a great show. They started their tag team tournament.
Yes.
So our boys, the Butabi brothers, got a big win. Yeah. And congrats to Wise Guy, who became the first Best of the West.
The angriest man in
Tell me
Tennessee.
what the title's called.
It's the Undisputed West Coast Championship.
Best of the West Undisputed West Coast Championship. Long name, good title.
Great.
Yeah. So congrats to the Wise Guy.
They put on a hell of a show, man.
They do,
those
man.
Guys
And
work their asses off, and those ladies.
and those ladies. Yeah. And the show just is amplified times 10 by Broseph Joe Brody, aka.
You know, on a personal note too, to Broseph Joe Brody, you know, there was a spot where the Glory Days were drinking their Powerade, and they dropped Powerade all over the floor there. And so Lisa Lace comes out for her next match, and she fucking just eats it, man. She fell and
Poor
she
thing.
eats it.
Yeah, she did.
And Broseph Joe Brody pointed out, he goes, "You guys are the ring crew, and you guys are standing there around the fucking ring, and not one of you guys got a towel to clean this shit up." I looked for a towel. I
He
went to
did.
the bar. I was looking for a towel. Nobody would help me.
Yeah,
Broseph
right.
Joe Brody, I swear to God, I was looking for a towel. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Lisa Lace, I apologize. That your fault was my fault. I looked for a towel for you, babe. I'm sorry.
She sold it though.
She sold
Yeah,
it.
she
She
did a good
sold it.
job,
Oh
so-
yeah. She got killed outside of the ring.
Hopefully she didn't hurt
So-
nothing too bad, but yeah, she took a big fall. But yeah, like my bro said, Broseph Joe Brody, that dude, aka AJ Kirsch. You guys know him, AJ Kirsch. He's awesome on the mic.
Man.
He did a hell of a job again.
Cracks me up.
Yeah, he keeps the flow of that show going. It's a great.
And buy him
great
a burger or salad.
Yeah, it's great.
Somebody feed that man.
Great action. Great, lot of great NorCal and even I think some guys from SoCal too. But a lot of
Stoner Brothers, those guys.
yeah, a lot
Joey
of
Nugs, Coach Nugs.
a lot of great wrestlers from NorCal and from Central Valley do a great job. So if you guys are in NorCal or Central Valley area of California, come check it out. Those guys put on a hell of a show. They did. I don't know if they announced an exact date, but they're going to be coming back to Strummers in the Tower District in Fresno.
End of May,
End of May, beginning of June. So
Yes.
look out for that. Look at they have a Facebook page. They're on. They have their own YouTube channel as well.
They should have an episode of Best of the West TV coming up this Monday. I think that's tomorrow.
Yeah.
So look for that. We'll post that on our social media.
Yeah. and,
We also have an interview with the Wise Guy coming up. We were granted the first interview of the Undisputed West Coast Champion.
Nice.
So we're kind of looking forward to that. It's going to be an angry interview, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, he's an angry guy.
His promos are so angry. We're going to get screamed at.
I always see this vein popping out
Oh,
right
man.
here. So yeah.
He's a great worker.
Yeah, he's gonna explode one day.
He's from Cocoa Beach, Florida, so he's gonna fly all the way back over here
Yeah.
just to interview
Just
with
to
us.
interview with us. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's
So
awesome.
we're definitely looking forward to that.
Looking forward to that. So keep an eye out. Like we said, we're gonna interview him. We'll do a full episode. Again, talking about Best of the West, their show Reckless. Give some results after they post their videos, and then also do an interview with the Wise Guy. So. Like we said, we're excited, we're pumped, on our way to Lucha, so
We are on the grapevine right
We're
now.
on the grapevine right now.
We're like
yeah.
80 miles to LA.
So it's going to be a good night for us. We're looking forward to it. We're looking forward to sharing some things with you guys. And of course, Lucha makes you sign some waivers, and contractually we'll be obligated to not say too much things as far as spoilers and stuff like that. But we will try to get some pictures, try to get maybe hopefully some interviews, or at least get to meet a couple guys out there. So keep an eye out on our social media. Follow us, Ring Crew on YouTube, on our Ring Crew page on YouTube. Of course, you're watching it, but our Ring Crew Facebook page. This guy manages pretty well.
I try, brother. I try.
We got our Ring Crew Twitter and Ring Crew on Instagram. So follow us on all social media. Hopefully, another big thing we can't officially announce yet, but we can talk about it a little. are probably going to be having our Ring Crew shirts, the original black and yellow RC, up for sale pretty soon online. So if that does happen, we'll give you guys the links and the info for that as well. So for now, thanks for watching. Keep an eye out for more stuff from the Ring Crew.
Oh, yeah.
Davey Dangy,
You want me to close it out, brother?
You want to close it out? Can you do it while you're driving?
As always, do what you do, but whatever you do, don't mess with the crew. We will see you
Bring it in.
Boyle Heights. Bring it in, brother. See you next time.
Thanks, guys.